Greetings, beautiful friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Afie, and I today have the biggest news, the biggest announcement of my life, and I'm so excited. I am moving to Ghana. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited to share this story with you, share my journey with you. So I'm going to give you just a short little rundown of my story, why I'm moving to Ghana, and just kind of a little insight. I'm going to be documenting my experience and my journey and take you along with me. I am so excited, I can't even. Okay, so my story. Not to focus too much on the negative, but I just have to kind of bring it in to create perspective. So I actually was born in Virginia. I currently live in Spokane, Washington, where I lived most of my life. So my mom is a white American and my dad is from Ghana. And they met and got married in Virginia. 6 months old, my mom left my dad and moved from Virginia all the way to Washington State. The stories that I heard of my father growing up weren't the most positive. How it affected me the most was my personality was kind of stifled, and parts of me were shamed because I wasn't appreciative of, my mom and, being white also. So a lot of times when I would talk about my dad or, dance around or tell my mom I wanted to be a singer, because my dad is a performer and a musician, she would kind of stifle that down, and I grew up with very low self-esteem and just not really being comfortable with who I was and not knowing who I was because I wasn't able to, express those things. So anyway, I grew up just kind of in my own little bubble. I would spend a lot of time alone and with my cat and my imaginary friends dancing and singing in front of the mirror. But when I was out into the world, because I didn't know my identity or was comfortable expressing myself, I got really good at becoming a chameleon, and I was a really good copycat. So I would act like those who I was friends with and kind of take on their likes and their personalities as my own. And this is a huge awareness I'm really grateful for having in this lifetime, because it has allowed me to kind of dive into myself and really honor who I am and allow that part of myself to shine. So growing up without my dad, I always felt like a daddy's girl, even though I didn't know him and I had never met him. I always knew that when I met him that we would be best friends. So in my teenage years, I started to feel this really strong pull. I grew up in a predominantly white religion, and obviously never felt like I fully fit in there. Parts of the history of the church was racist, and they did make changes as the times changed, but I still was always felt like I was an outcast. But within all of that, I did find spirit, and I did connect. I was very committed to my spirituality at a very young age. So anyway, when in my teenage years, I started to feel this pull, and I was thinking about my dad a lot, and I was just yearning for him. And so I remember I got up at church in front of everybody, and there was an opportunity once a month at this particular church to go up and just tell the congregation how you feel about God and religion, and you can share stories or share gratitude. So anyway, I'm 17 years old, and I walk up there, and I was just so nervous, and I was like, I have been praying to find my father, my biological dad, and I would love for you guys to join me. So I went up and I expressed that I've been praying to find my father, and I got some really great reactions. Everybody was like, we're praying with you, and it was really powerful, and I really felt an emotional and a spiritual shift at that time. So literally after I had gone up at church, it was maybe a couple of weeks later, I was coming home from a friend's house. Her parents were driving, and my mom called me, and I was like, I'm almost home, I'm on time. And she's like, no, guess who I just got off the phone with? Your dad. Oh my God. So I'm just like, what? Like, what's happening? Oh my God. Like, crazy. Like, this is my dream. This is everything I've been praying for. Rushed home, got back on the phone, called him back, and was just like, hi. Like, what are you doing? What's happening? You're my dad. Like, whoa, how do we do this? What's going on? So, miraculously, you're not going to believe this. He was living on the east side this pretty much my whole life, and Virginia and New York and Rhode Island, and miraculously he was in Portland, Oregon. And if you know your west side, northwest, Portland, Oregon is no more than 6-hour drives to Spokane. So he was there, and he had a friend that was willing to drive him here, and 5-6 hours later, there was a knock at my door, and there was my dad. And I just remember this feeling of like holding the doorknob and just like, okay, this is happening. Okay. And opened the door, and it was immediate, just like, you're my dad. And he's like, it was just an immediate connection. We were both just like, oh my God. And we sat up and we talked and we laughed, and he told me about my family, and he told me about my name, Afie, and how when I was born, my mom didn't want it to be a part of my name, and so that part of me was denied, and so that was reintroduced. I took it on immediately. I felt home. I knew it was my name, and I knew that I was going to become that woman, that energy. So anyway, so talked all night. He stayed the night, and then we next day just kept talking and catching up, and he made me African food, and I got to taste that for the first time. And so anyway, we literally were like on the phone every single day, after that and into my early 20s. And so right before I was turning 21, my dad told me that he was going to be going back to Ghana for about 3 months or so, and he wanted me to come with him. And I was like, okay. Yes. So I put everything in order, and literally spent my 21st birthday in Ghana. It was very overwhelming just to start. Never felt so many eyes and so much love and so much attention in a positive way. So it was very overwhelming for me. Obviously, the lifestyle and the culture was a culture shock too. But I got to see home, and I got to be with my dad and spend that quality time. So I ended up spending about 2 months there, and by the end, I was in love. It took my little girl stubborn butt to get over some things, but once I was able to kind of get past, flies or whatever, bathing out of a bucket, I realized that living without this grip and this clenching onto possessions, it frees you up to allow you to pay attention to those around you and feel love in your heart, instead of focusing on, working hard to make money to buy possessions. It's take care of your family and your friends and feed everyone and love everyone, and possessions are whatever, they come and go. Like, it's just a thing. So anyway, this journey of mine has been really powerful. Came home and I've been living my adult life. I'm 33 now, and so all of these years that I've kind of been growing and developing into myself, more and more of this unraveling has been happening, of me finding myself and connecting to my truth. And a huge part of that is connecting to my culture and to my heritage. And I'm ready. I'm ready to dance and sing with my family. I'm ready to learn my native language and feel the abundant love that I have never felt from family. And I've been this strong, independent woman my whole life, and I've done it on my own for the most part. I've had some great people around me, angels and friends and people that have been blessed to me. But yeah, that piece of just like having a family where you're just like, we're getting together, and like most people take that for granted, like holidays and things like that. Like, yeah, like all my cousins and aunts and uncles, and we're all so close. And I always just felt so different from my family and from everybody, and I just wanted to like feel like I belonged. And so I finally get that. And I'm just like at this point of reception where I'm just like, I'm ready for it. And I'm just like, I'm ready to receive the love and to love back, and to just be free. So this is my story. My name is Afie Addy. I'm 33. I grew up without my father, who is my best friend in the entire world, and I'm making the move to Ghana to go be with him. We're gonna make videos together so you get to meet him. We're gonna sing, we're gonna dance, we're gonna play drums, and I'm gonna be hot and sweaty above the equator. So I'm going to document my process. I'm going to document what it's like to get rid of all of my things and pack up 2 suitcases and a dog. Yep, I'm bringing my dog. She's going to love it. And, getting all my finances in order and just getting everything going. So I'm so excited to bring you along with me. And I hope that you enjoy. And anything that you have questions about or advice about, if you've moved to another country or continent or whatever. I've lived in 2 states. I did it last year. I lived in Phoenix for the winter. So I know I can live in 2 states. I can live in 2 continents, right? So anyway, I'm super excited to share this story. I'm super excited. A couple of animals acting crazy. I'm super excited for this whole thing. I know that it's going to be all of the things, ups and downs, emotional, loving, all of it. But I'm ready. If not now, then when? So ask yourself if there's anything that you are just constantly being pulled towards, that you're just terrified or scared or worried. Try to let those feelings go and just push forward, because there are so many blessings awaiting you, opportunities, abundance, and love. And I am here to share my story and to show you that it is so true. Step out of that mindset that you're limited, because you are not. Because love is there. It's waiting for you. You just gotta get ready. You just gotta go. I'm moving to Ghana. I love you guys so much. I really hope that you subscribe to my channel and follow my journey. Please like my videos. I know that that's a key in things. It doesn't cost you anything to like, and if you absolutely hate it, then don't watch the video. But if you like it, just like it, and it'll help me on my journey. It'll give me this platform to be able to connect with you and for you to come along on this ride. Have you ever been to Africa? Oh, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you to all the clubs. I'm gonna take you to the ocean. I'm gonna take you into wildlife, and we're gonna garden, and we're gonna sing, and we're gonna learn about the herbs there all together. So come with me. Ah, I'm so excited.